All right, man. This is the start of Vision Ave Collectives, man. Start of Vision Ave Collectives. So we got my boy Eli in the building,
I
man.
already know what's going on, man.
Vision Ave.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, shout out to your Instagram or like any platform that they can,
Yes, sir. So you can follow me on Instagram at Visionary Eli, VSNRY.Eli on Instagram. If you want to follow the Vision Ave page, which is my business, go ahead and follow VSN.Ave on Instagram. So VSN.AVE on Instagram.
Dope, dope, dope. Yo, let me tell you how dope this guy is, man. So this guy in the first semester of college, this guy came to me talking about a vision that he had, like about his business, about his ventures. So this guy had told me about how his clothing brand's coming up, look forward to it. And I was like, all right, cool, cool, cool. And so look where he is now, man. Yeah. Look where he is now. With me.
Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, we released this joint in January. I think I talked to you before it released, actually. Like a small time before it released, I told them I was coming out with the brand. I was kind of telling people, when it got closer to the time, I started telling people a little bit more about something. And then January came, we released it January 1st. Now we here February 22nd, I think. 22nd or 21st?
22nd. Yeah,
it's been a month and some change, man. It's been a crazy journey. But I'm happy to be here, bro. This is an amazing thing. Shout out to my man, Jalen, man. Shout out to my man Jalen, Visionary Collectives. Come on now. That's the Visionary Collaboration. You already know what's going on.
Visionary Collaboration, man.
Yes, sir.
So, your entrepreneurial journey, man.
Yeah.
Talk about something like,
Yeah, kind of just talk about like starting out, like wanting to become an entrepreneur. I think kind of just inspiration. I think inspiration is like the start of like a lot of things. When I do things, inspiration is the biggest thing. Kind of watching people that are older than you, some people that are younger than you, kind of just do things in this industry and in this world that are just like groundbreaking, and you like, I want to have that impact too. I want to be able to do something that people will talk about when they get older. They tell their kids about it, and just make an impact. And I think entrepreneurs do that daily. And I just wanted to be one of those people that I just be like, I want to make an impact, even if Vision Ave doesn't last forever. The impact will last forever. So I just feel like that was one of the biggest things in starting to becoming an entrepreneur. Kind of just seeing Black people at that too.
Yeah,
like, I'm just like, oh, they going crazy. Like the Black community is just going so crazy, whether it's with in the fashion industry, in the I know my man Ayo in the live, but in the photography industry, kind of just in every aspect, we kind of dominate in every aspect. And I was like, I want to kind of make my mark and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I wanted to become an entrepreneur, kind of start this journey. Yeah.
So having that platform, Visionary Ave, how do you think that it kind of sets you apart from other clothing brands and other?
Yeah, I think it's the authenticity, one, and then two, the message that comes from it. It's such a simple message, but it has so much meaning to me. Kind of like our slogan for Vision Ave is uniform for the visionaries. This is kind of like a reminder for those who have those ambitions, who have those visions. Like,
yeah, that's so dope.
It's your uniform, man. When you go to work, when you go to school, you got your uniform on, and they say your uniform helps you. It's a reminder of when you came to school to work. So when you were in Vision Ave, that's your uniform. That's your reminder. It's time to get to work, And that's kind of what I wanted people to feel when they were in their jersey. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to go dominate in whatever field I got, whatever vision I got. I'm about to bring it to life right now, and I wear my jersey as a reminder to me and to everybody else of what I'm about to go do. So yeah.
So with that, piggybacking off of that, so with the jerseys, what was the inspiration in creating the jerseys and
Yeah, I think with the jerseys, like making jerseys themselves, I think I kind of was just looking around, like kind of. I think in order to have a successful business, you kind of got to follow trends a little bit.
Right,
of course, it's like, of course, you don't want to be like everybody else, but you kind of got to see what's going on in the world. What's spiking in the internet right now? Like, what are people wearing? What do people have on? And I think I saw the jerseys. I was scrolling through Pinterest as I do daily, doing my daily Pinterest scroll, and then I saw this guy. I don't know his name, but he was on there. He had like a jersey. He had on like some jean shorts, and I was like, that fit right there is fire. So I was like, I want to do something like that. I want to make something like that. And so I kind of just started looking at like hockey jerseys from there, kind of just looking at like how they're made, like what are some key details to a hockey jersey, like what do you have to have on it. So I literally took a picture off the internet and kind of just formatted it to fit Vision Ave,
Right.
kind of just making it still like give that hockey jersey vibe. So I put the big logo on the front, you know, kind of took a piece of the VA and put it on the side, like as a little emblem, put the VA logos on the side. And then for the back, you know, with the 2020, like that's my favorite part, you know, kind of just
2020.
emphasizing that 2020 vision. Some people don't get it.
Hey,
they were like,
2020 vision,
man, listen, it's crazy. When people be like, oh, like what is 2020? It's 2024. Why don't you put 2020 on the back? I was like, what's the number for perfect vision? They were like, 2020. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm
oh
saying,
my
man.
God. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, like everybody. That's happened so many times, and it's just so funny. And so I love when people realize what it means. So like visionary 2020. So visionary 2020 vision. You got that perfect vision. You got that clear eye view. That tunnel vision to what you're trying to do. Yeah.
All right. So talking about that, how did you come up with the colors? So I know you got the rose, you got the sky blue,
yep.
You got the mint, and you got the obsidian.
I got the obsidian on right now.
Right now.
I got the obsidian on right now. But yeah, so with the colors, I think I knew I was gonna release the jerseys in like the winter, springtime.
Right.
So I kind of wanted to have like those, like with the sky blue, wanted to have like that cool color, so like to kind of match the winter vibe. And then with the pink and the green, I kind of just wanted to go with like those spring colors, like that Easter time. I remember like thinking back on like Easter time when I was little. I used to wear those pastel colors to church on Easter. So it was like kind of just digging into that, kind of thinking about what colors really bring in spring, you know. And so that's when I was like, you know, kind of that pink and that mint green and that blue. And then I wasn't gonna make a black jersey actually. I was gonna only do colors. And so I was talking to my mom about, you know, like what colors I was gonna do. My mom was like, you gotta have a black. I showed her all the colors. She was like, where's black? And I was like, oh, there is some black. She was like, you have to do black with everything you do. Everybody loves black, so you have to do black. It's just the best color to do. So when I did black, and black was actually the best selling color in our first drop when we did it, black was the number one selling color. So shout out to my mom for that. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to mom.
I'm just
shout
watching.
out to mom.
Oh, my mom's watching right now.
So with that, how do you feel that having your brand on a college campus, you know, Towson University, how do you think that has, you know, kind of opened up opportunities, you know?
Yeah, I think, bro, like if you go to college, you already know opportunity is everywhere. There are people everywhere. There's just connections everywhere. So networking is the biggest thing, especially on a college campus. Even within the students, sometimes we overlook the students and we go right straight to the adults and see what they can do for us. Bro, there's so many students in Towson University that have like connects, and it's so crazy because like you'll literally see them on Instagram and like you'll see like, oh, this person's following, that person's following, that person's following. It's like, bro, these like at our age have so many connects, and it's like that's crazy. Like college will literally show you that it doesn't matter how old you are. Like you can have connects. So it's like having Vision Ave on a college campus. Like I haven't even fully like expanded yet on a college campus. I kind of just started because like I said, I started last month. So I think I haven't even fully gotten into like the fullness of Vision Ave. So I think this is just space for opportunity. Like any college campus, not even just Towson University. Like I go to Bowie State, go to Morgan. You know, you just opportunity everywhere, bro. So I think that's having a brand on the college campus is the best place to do it, for real.
Okay, so speaking on that, Towson University. So we know that you're involved in the TLT. Talk about that, TLT.
So I love TLT, man. Shout out to the lunch table, man. TLT really brought something out of me, bro. Like we were talking about this before, kind of how I'm not really a very talkative person. Like when I first enter a room, I don't really bring too much attention to myself. I kind of just go into the corner to kind of just observe. But TLT kind of really just brought that talkative part out of me, because you know I can be very talkative once I get to know you, but when I come into a space, especially with a lot of people, I'm very quiet. I kind of just let it ride, you know. But with TLT, they kind of brought something out of me. They kind of just brought like this goofy kid out of me, you know, kind of just taking me back to my old self, and that old younger self that used to just talk a lot, and it made me more confident in a sense. Because it's like, you know, when you come into college, you kind of just like looking for places to go. You know, they say join clubs and stuff like that. And so when I joined TLT, I wasn't really sure at first, but as we began to like start doing videos, it encouraged me to like, you know, kind of step up and be like, you know, I can walk up to somebody now and be like, hey, I like your outfit now. Because with TLT, we had to literally walk up to people like, hey, you want to do an interview? If they said no, okay, keep it moving. They said yes, we did an interview, and it was a great interview. It was a great time. So I think, and that sense of family. And so even when I released Vision Ave, they were super like, oh, you want us to post? Like they were just like super just open to me. Kind of always has been very loving to me. And so like, and I'm even growing inside TLT now. So I feel like TLT has always just been a place for opportunity and love. And I recommend anybody that's coming into Towson, or if you're already here, I recommend you join TLT. It's a great place to be. Yeah.
All right. So with the opportunity of TLT, so how has that helped your venture, as Vision Ave? How has that expanded your,
Yeah. It's taken Vision, like TLT has taken Vision Ave off this campus because although TLT is a Towson University club, they have so many connects outside of Towson. So it's like I'm getting follows from people that don't even go to the school. So it's like they're spreading me, Maryland wide. They're spreading me into different states because they have so many connects themselves. TLT is a very established club, and they have so much going for them. So it's like when they kind of share that light to me, it's kind of like it's an honor, really, because it's like you're not even just sharing me to Towson University. You're sharing me to so many people that now can text me and be like, hey, we want to showcase your clothes, or we want to do this, we want to do that. So TLT is like, I'm forever grateful for that. To have them in my corner is really an amazing thing. And I'll do whatever I can to promote them because they did the same for me.
So have you? So you say you expanded off campus. So have you went to any like other like conventions or like other college campuses or just like
Yeah, I not yet. Just because I've been so focused on school right now. The semester just started trying to lock in a little bit, make sure my grades are a little okay before I step out too hard. But I'm definitely planning on doing that, like stepping onto different conventions and stuff like that, trying to get my name established. Talking to a couple people right now, hopefully to be able to do something in the next couple months. But I'm definitely planning on it. It's definitely coming, but I haven't had the chance to do that yet. So yeah.
For sure, man. It's definitely coming, 2024, man. New year.
Yeah.
New you.
2024. This the year. This the year,
man. So talk about, kind of some of your, I wouldn't say failures, but, like your setbacks and, having, creating Visionary Ave and, just getting the process started. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think, of course, there's always that thing when you're starting a business. Anyone who has a clothing brand knows, like, how rough it is with these manufacturers, man. It can get a little rough sometimes with the manufacturers, but more than that, I think it's just getting over myself. If anything, I set myself back more than anybody else can because I allow things to, or I would allow things to really get me down and like really not move. I would really stay very stagnant if I got any negative feedback for anything I did. So I think that was one of the failures that I had first starting. There was a lot of times I could have started Vision Ave a long time ago, but because I was so in my head and so afraid that people wouldn't like what I was doing, or people wouldn't support me if I didn't do X, Y, and Z, or people wouldn't like me if I didn't give them free clothes. Like it stopped me from doing so much stuff. So it's like now that was one of the biggest failures. So like now I had to move over that and kind of just be like, hey, this is God's plan for me. This is what I have to do. This is what I have to bring to life. This is mine. Like, I can't really let anyone not liking what I do stop me. And that's not even just for Vision Ave. That's in life in general. Like learning how to stop allowing people to stop me, because the only person that can stop me, if I'm moving, the only person that can stop me moving my feet is me. Nobody else can do that. So it's like I have to try to kind of bring that into Vision Ave. If Vision Ave is moving, nobody can stop me. The only person that can stop Vision Ave is me. So it's like I kind of just bring that into to what I was doing. So that was one of the biggest barriers, like, kind of just allowing people to stop me.
And so that's really like a key factor, in visionaries, visionaries like us and, as the audience, they really like kind of like go through their trials and tribulations and understand, the process of being, entrepreneur, or businessman, or educator, That's all we're really about, That's really what this platform is about, just being an education system to just put something out there and put people out there like you as yourself on the platform and, talk about your ventures, man. Talk about stuff that you love, man.
Yeah.
People like really don't understand what goes into it when you like, because it's kind of like non-existent at this point right now, being in 2024, some of the, we don't really have like thought leaders or like, we don't have really like a lot of people, helping or mentors, stuff like that. So I feel like having that person or just having that thing is just love, dog. Like
that's love. Yeah.
Having Visionary Ave for you, that's love. That's your freedom.
Yeah. This is like I was kind of talking about this to my sister. We was talking about like this is my passion child. Like this is like that thing. Like nobody can take it from like no mother would let anybody take their child. Like I can't let nobody take this from me. I think I had to in a sense allow people in a sense because I was so like this is mine. I was afraid to tell people about Vision Ave because I was afraid that somebody's going to try to take an idea of mine or somebody's going to try to take from me. But it's like kind of how we talk about mentors and stuff like that. I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of cool people that have been able to inspire me. And because there's a lot of times that I wasn't feeling really like confident about Vision Ave, and like nobody really knew, but like kind of people just talking life into me and speaking life into me, that kind of just, it propelled Vision Ave. Like Vision Ave probably wouldn't be where it's at right now if it wasn't for those people who were lifting me up, like that family and that you know, that village that really
The village, man.
Why? It takes a village.
It takes a village, man. It takes a village, bro. That's what, like, people gotta really understand. It takes a village to, you know, build up someone. Like, you need people around. You need a community. You need those people that are like-minded individuals. You know.
Yeah.
That's all you need in life, dog. Like, you know, having people that just care for you and just, you know, have, like, they'll tell you, all right, cool, like, you know, let's do this. You know, you know, I see you, you know, you got this going on. All right, how you know, how you build on that?
Yeah. How can I help type, you know? And I think I love people like that. You know, I love, we were talking about this as well, kind of with like the first photo shoot, kind of just, my roommate Cam, shout out my man Cam, man.
Shout out Cam.
Hope he's watching. My man Cam, like, you know, he was kind of just like, what you need me to do? Like, kind of like, we were talking about this with your roommate as well, kind of just like, what do you need me to do? I like, it's such a great help to have people who aren't in it for anything. They just want to be there just to help you. And it's rare to find that these days. And I hate to say it, but it really is rare to find people like that are just there to help. And just there to help. Like my brother Tyler, he's always there like just to really help me. Like I have so many people, like my brother Tyler, my sister, my mom. Like everybody is just so like, what do you need me to do? And they're not in it for any money. They're not in it for anything free. They just there just be like, my man Elijah's trying to do something. And I want to help as much as I can because I know that I would want it for myself. And so if they do anything, I'm helping them too, because it's like they were there when Vision Ave was nothing for real. They saw the vision before, you know, like, saw the vision. Yeah, like the thing about it is sometimes they don't even see the vision, but they still will invest. They said like on my website, I make sure I tell people, I showcase that. Like if you go on my website when it's open, it's closed right now. Yeah, hold on. I'm about to open it soon. Yeah, hold on. Like, but like at the top of the website, I kind of just list people who invested like financially into Vision Ave. I did a donation a long time ago. Just kind of just putting it out there like, hey guys, I'm trying to start a business. This was in like I think my junior year of high school. I put something out there. It was like, hey guys, I'm trying to start a clothing brand. I didn't put the name out there or anything. I didn't say what it was about, anything. I just said I want to start a clothing brand. I'm selling popcorn. If you guys want to buy some, that would be great. I had my friend Elise. She bought some popcorn. I had my family. They bought popcorn. I bought my family that doesn't even live like in this area, like from far out. They bought popcorn and everything like that. So I made sure I went back in there. I looked at all those names. I looked at all those people that were sending me money and you know, were just encouraging me, calling me, like, hey, you got this, bro. I put all their names at the top of the website, so I want them to know that I see them how they saw me. You know, they invested in the vision before even seeing it, and I think that's the craziest thing that you can do. Like, you have to just, that's kind of just blind faith for it. Like, you know, I don't know what he's gonna do with this money. I don't even know if he's gonna use it for a clothing brand, but I know that I trust him enough, and I trust in his vision enough. I trust this visionary enough to pursue his vision and bring it to fruition. So I'm just gonna go ahead and invest and just leave it there. So it's like, I hope that what I'm doing is bringing them joy, you know, because this is like. The Vision Ave, some like to a certain extent, wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for people who invested in it, you know. So because this thing takes money, like
bro, yes,
this takes money. Bro. Let's talk about the real. This thing takes money.
So,
my God.
So talking about the money, how do you balance your profits? You know, how do you balance, you know, having, you know, the social like responsibility or just financial responsibility, you know, in Vision Ave?
Yeah. So. Let me tell you something about being a business major.
Business major, man.
I'm majoring in business. Yeah, if y'all wanted to know my major, I'm majoring in business. So, if business has taught me anything, it's learning how to budget, and learning how to. Cause me, I'm a very big dreamer. Like everything has to be big, grandiose, and I've been like that for my entire life. So, with big production, it's a lot of money. That's big money right there. So it's like I kind of had to learn how to still bring my vision to life, but do it in a way that's financially responsible. And by the time we're done, I want to have a little money in my pocket. I don't want to be dirt broke when I finish doing this big production. So I think like Vision Ave has definitely taught me how to be patient. Because sometimes you just throw your money, like, okay, do this. If you wait and invest in one thing, you can make so much more money from that one thing, and then you like disperse that money or like organize it and put it in different places so that way it grows in different areas. So that way it's like you kind of just have a plethora of.
Bro, that's so smart. Like you're literally putting my thoughts into words. Like, cause you be like, it's so crazy how you're saying this right now. You know, cause like we're all young.
Yeah. And
like you're a young entrepreneur. You know, young like you're thinking far ahead. That's how like you think. Like you know, visionary. So like. I applaud that so much because like people don't really, you know, people take that as like an understatement almost.
Yeah.
Like they don't really understand like the vision that's going through your head. like it's almost like you know how the like a rapper or a lyricist,
Yeah.
like they have like poems, like they have stuff that's going through their head. It's
Yeah.
like it's in playback. It's in you
Yeah.
know.
It's in repeat. It's on repeat always. And I think, bro, I literally said this so many times when I was trying to explain Vision as to like the select few people that I was trying to explain it to. I literally couldn't put it into words. Like I'm like, so I'm trying to do this thing, and I don't know how to explain it, but like I always say this: I can show you better than I can tell you. Like I can just let me show you what I can do. Like whenever I'm trying to explain anything, not even just related to Vision Ave, but I'm trying to explain anything, I'm like, okay, wait, let me give me like 2 seconds. I'll draw something out. Like I'm like, I can't say it out loud. I can't put it into words. I can kind of just show you what I'm talking about, you know. And that's where like inspiration comes a lot for me as well, because there's so many people that inspired me. So like if I'm trying to do something, I'm like, oh, you remember that one Kendrick Lamar video when he did that little camera shot like that? I want to do something like that, you know, like kind of just like pulling on those things that inspires you and kind of just using that to kind of help people understand what you're trying to do.
See that? So like I kind of like, so what I do is like I'd be like, what if I want to do this? What if I just kind of like think, like I don't like just think, like people just think. That's how you like really go about life.
Yeah.
And so how would you say that having like Vision Ave, is it a stepping stone to something else, or just like because you think in the future,
Right.
or is it just like right now you just
Oh, absolutely, 1000%. Vision Ave is not just going to be a clothing brand. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to say anything else after that sentence. But Vision Ave is not just going to be a clothing brand. There's a lot of stuff coming. But I digress on that one.
All right. So can you walk us through, the creating designs? Like was there any apps, or any other third party,
Yeah. Apps. Yeah. If you're ever trying to design clothes, get on Adobe Illustrator. That's a great place to start when you're trying to design clothes. You know, they have templates all around. They're all on the internet. You can find if you're trying to make a hoodie. They have templates online. Look it up. Go to Adobe Illustrator, trace that drain out.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Do your research.
I'm gonna watch these YouTube videos. These YouTube videos will really do something for you. You can't. I understand self-made. You self-made. All right. Go on YouTube and look up the video and look how to design something on Adobe Illustrator. It'll teach you something. But so like Adobe Illustrator and stuff like that. When it comes to like my designs, I do a lot of sitting and thinking. I don't just do. Sometimes I just go and try to just freehand stuff. But then I find that when I sit down and kind of just think of what message I want to relay this time, like what message am I trying to get across this time with this drop, with this piece of clothing, what message am I trying to relay? And I sit there and I think about what the message is. With the jersey, it was visionary, 2020 vision, having a clear vision. So I was like, okay, how can I put that onto a hockey jersey? Then we went from there, and then the design was made. So I can't draw with the pencil, so I had to like go on my iPad and put stuff together, like drag and drop and stuff like that, because I can't freehand. Shout out to the artists out there, because I don't know how they do it, but I can't draw, so I kind of just got to sit there and like think and kind of just like trace. I can trace my life, but I can't draw. But yeah, that's kind of how I design stuff.
So now I know that 2024, is going into like a new year, new innovations, new technology, innovations. So how, like, because I know there's now like what Canva, there is Canva. So there's like, and like there's so many different app design websites and all this. So like, I'm still trying to figure out my way into that world, the technology realm. So would you feel that having technology, would you feel like it has like kind of made Vision Ave as a setback, or is it promoting more growth or more?
Yeah, it's definitely promoted Vision Ave to the fullest. As it pertains to the technology that has evolved, like in the past, in the past months, in the past years, like kind of just those resources like Canva and stuff like that. Like I was talking about Adobe Illustrator, like things like that. They really have propelled, creating designs and stuff like that. Creating designs doesn't take as long anymore, because like people still do it, like draw out like the entire design. Like you see people who like design dresses and stuff like that for the runway. They'll literally draw it out, like draw the entire thing out. Technology has advanced that so much to where you can literally just copy and paste the design and just put your stuff in there, and then you're done. Like literally. If you want to go the long road, you can definitely still do that. I applaud people who go the long way of like drawing out a design. Like I love that old school way of just drawing something out, but technology has definitely advanced designing in general, especially for Vision Ave. I've been able to, designs have been able to be produced a lot faster just because of technology, for real. Because like I said, I can't draw.
So going off that, so how would you say like supply and demand of Vision Ave? So have you had any like setbacks or any like like any personal problems with, supply and demand, having prices like rise or?
Yeah, so I love that question because what I try to do with Vision Ave, I try to make it affordable. I try to make it affordable because there are companies, I won't say any names, but there are companies who will charge you $75 for a t-shirt. I'm like, hey, like you charging me $110 for a t-shirt. And
sorry, H&M.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, H&M.
Come on now. I was just like, bro, you charging me $115 for a t-shirt? Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm just like, bro. And then it's like, it'll be a hoodie with like a little small design on the side. It's gonna be like $200. Like, come on now. What are we doing? So with Vision Ave, like, even if I make like a big design or something like that, it's like I still try to make it as affordable as possible. Of course, you have to make profit, but it's like when you look up online like how much a hockey jersey is, hockey jerseys go for like $100 to $200. And bro, on Vision Ave, we're selling these joints for $70. Like I feel like that's a steal. If that was me and I look at hockey jerseys, I'm seeing like $100 to $200 for a hockey jersey, and I see a joint that's like $70. I'm like, oh, that's a steal. Mm-hmm. So what I try to do, I compare what the product is like out in the world. Like, what's the pricing of that product? How can I make my product affordable while also making profit as well? Because the biggest thing for me isn't being rich off this. Like, of course, like if that comes along, God bless. Wow, thanks. But like, it's like that's not my number one goal. Of course, one of my goals is to make money, but my number one goal is not to be the richest man in the world and like kind of cheat people and charge them $200 for a jersey that stuff like this. I don't want to really kind of cheat people out of that. So I kind of want to make sure that people, when they're seeing the clothes, they're like, oh, this is affordable. Oh, they have my size, stuff like that. Because a lot of times a lot of companies don't have sizes for everybody. So It's like I want to make sure that Vision Ave is very inclusive and that they're very affordable. So yeah, shout out to Vision Ave for that.
That was my next question. I was gonna say, like, do you have any like expectations out of this, like financial gain or just like any social gain out of this, or just?
Yeah, I kind of just want, as it pertains to financial, man, I'm not, like I said, that's not really my number one goal. Mm-hmm. But of course, if money comes along, God bless. But that's not my number one goal. But as it pertains to like the social aspect of it, of course, I want, like I said before, I want the impact of Vision Ave to be worldwide. Like I want Vision Ave to reach places that I can't even reach. I want Vision Ave to be places that I've never been before. Then I never will be. Like,
hey, let's talk about that. Hey, haven't been before, man. You wanted to go to like worldwide, international.
Man, no, for real. They out in Bali wearing Vision Ave. Come on now, what y'all doing out there in the Vision Ave? Come on now. But it's like, yeah, that's just the social impact. I want the impact. I want the message to reach the world. Like it's less about the money. It's less about the clothes. Even it's the message. Like I want with Vision Ave. It's like you're like a walking billboard, bro. Like you see people wearing, they see that message. Like I like that message on the back of that shirt, and it's like. You like Vision Ave at that point because you like the message. That's what Vision Ave is all about, spreading the message. So it's like, that's what I want. I want the message to spread more than anything. The money gonna come, but the message is gonna be forever, man.
Bro, that is a bar right there. Okay. That is, look. Hey, so put that on put some up in the, I don't know, like a t-shirt or something.
Put me in the studio. I make a song about it, and I put it in the lyrics.
You know how to rap?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, so we about to go to an ad break in a little bit. I just want to let everybody know that in like 3 minutes. So just letting everybody know that.
Take a break, y'all need to get some water.
Hey man, just show them, Vision Ave, show them the obsidian.
Yeah, in the obsidian. Oh, I can give a little background to what the design means. So
for sure,
the sun on the front, of course, like old school propaganda with the sun. They like, if y'all know anything about like Hitler back in the day, I wanted to kind of turn it into something positive because back in the day, old school propaganda, they used to put like these negative figures and they used to put their face where the sun should be, right? And they used to kind of just say, you need this person to survive. You need Hitler to survive. Hitler's your only hope, right? With Vision Ave, I wanted to turn that. In one of our videos that we did, like the guy was talking about, wherever vision is, things will thrive. Things are going to live. So that's what I kind of wanted to put. I wanted to put the vision in the middle of the sun and kind of say, you need vision to survive. We need visionaries out here because without visionaries, nothing's going to evolve. Nothing's going to be innovative. So it's like that's why I put the sun in the front. Of course, I talked about the 2020 on the back, 2020 vision, having a clear-eyed vision, having a tunnel vision. You're oblivious to everything else. You're oblivious to everything else. You only are focused on your vision. You're not really focused on what's going on in the world and stuff like that. So that was that kind of the inspiration behind the design of the logo and the design of the inspiration behind the design of the 2020 jerseys. Just a quick overview.
Dope.
For those who didn't know.
Dope. All right, so we're going to ad break real quick. Hey man, we about to be back in like 5 minutes.
All right, I'll see you guys. Yeah. I'll see you guys back in 5 minutes.
Crazy, bro.
Hey,
that was beautiful, dog. Hey. I'm mad I didn't even have the camera rolling for that.
Oh, it wasn't rolling?
No, but I still got the.
Hey guys, I see all my friends in here.
Who's in here?
Who cares? Let me see. Dan was in here. I don't know if they did. Let me see. Tyler's still watching. My sister's watching. Hi, sister. My girl. Yeah, it's family. Family here.
That's dope. That's love.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so mad I didn't even get on. I still got it on the live though, but like that's great. Hey man.
This is exciting. It's going great. Let me fix it.
Yeah, show them the fit, man. Show them the fit.
They were saying about me not being able to do this. What's going on? Hold on. Cam in here now? Let me see. Oh, 42. Cam not in here. Yeah, man. Vision Ave City. I want to go cop that joint.
Look at that, man. Look at the sun.
Yeah, I see the sun on the front.
No.
Come on now, hold on. 2020.
Show me back.
You already know what's going on, man. Yeah, I might have to post a few flicks in this. I don't know. I have to post a few flicks today. I have to do a little something today. I don't know. So, thank you for joining in, though.
Hey, man. Thank you, dude. This is the first episode of Visionary Collectors, man. Yo, I didn't even expect none of this to even, like, transpire into this because it was just a dream. Like, it was just a vision. It was just, like, I didn't even think nothing of this. Like, someone gave me the chance, and then I just took it and, you know, expanded on it. So I was like, all right, cool. You know I got these thoughts in my head I could get out, and other people, you know, they have powers like this, like showcasing, you know, their ventures and all that. So it's like it's like human nature at this point.
Crazy.
Human nature. It's like it's bio, man.
Biology.
Bio. Hey, man.
That's funny.
Speaking of that, I took bio last semester. Yeah,
Really?
that was
You crazy?
crazy.
I'm taking it right now, bro.
How you feeling?
I'm surviving.
Surviving?
I'm surviving, bro. I'm trying. It's cool. We got a lot of exam stuff. So I got an exam next week for real. So, yeah.
Hey, before we get back, man, I want to talk about Opulent Essentials, man. Great business. I don't know if you guys see that, but this is a business that I known. They're for, you know, grooming, and you just know, like men grooming, you know, having your beards, just making that intact. This is the beard oil, cherry tobacco. You know, it's 100%, you know, natural ingredients. You know, none of that, you know, crazy stuff. So, you know, I would just go check them out. You know, I have their link in my bio. They have Opulent Grooming, you know, on Instagram. You know, check them out. So, all right, we gotta get back to this in like 1 minute. We gotta get back. We at the halftime right now.
We at the
Halftime show.
Let me sing a song.
Who in here, man?
Let me see. No, it's my brother Tyler, my sister. Oh, Io's in here. My boy Io. I get with Io with the photography, bro.
Io?
Yeah. It's crazy.
You got, I don't know who that is. You got,
yeah, his name is Simply Io. Simply.io.
Hey, we might have to get him in here, man.
Not for real.
Io.
Yeah, Io. He's going up, bro. I just did a photo shoot with him. If you saw the pictures I posted on my story, and it was like with the gold sash or whatever. That was me and Io, bro. Yeah, shout out Io.
All right, you better get back to it. Hello. We back. Part two, man. Part two. So, pick it back. Where do we start off from?
I started talking about like the design for Vision Ave, kind of like what started that.
So, I heard you was talking about propaganda. So, and you talking about Hitler, right?
Yeah.
So, how did you even like think of that, man? Like,
bro, school. I'm trying to tell you right now, school is like, if you change your perspective of school, you'll learn actually. Like, you'll actually learn if you actually change your perspective of school. I was in one of my history classes and my teacher was talking about old school propaganda and how, like, in order to get people to vote for a certain person or to be on this certain person's side, they would like do like this design where they would like do the sun, and they would put whoever they're trying to like promote, they would put their face or like their message in the sun. and kind of just like do like rays of sun coming down into like the world or whatever, and kind of just be like, this person, because as human beings we need the sun to survive, we need the sun to thrive and stuff that. So they would put the person's face in that sun, kind of just be like, you need this person to survive, kind of putting them in the place of the sun. So what I wanted to do with Vision Ave was I kind of wanted to put that vision in the sun and kind of be like, you need vision. You need visionaries in order to survive, because not only with clothing brands, you need people, you need scientists, you need people that are going to innovate, you need people that are going to make new things, because without innovation, we can't live, we can't thrive, we can't grow as human beings. So that's what I kind of wanted to do with Vision Ave, and kind of put that message in there. Yeah.
So the sun, the sun, man. The sun. So does that have any correlation or like just anything to like the color scheme of like what you have on the first volume rather than the second volume?
I don't think so. I think the sun is kind of just like that overall thing. Like I just love that design, so I kind of just wanted to incorporate that. Of course, the sun, will have the sun will have this day where we showcase that, but kind of right now, kind of the sun is kind of like the muted thing, and like the designs right there. It's there, but that's just like the overall logo for Vision Ave. So I kind of that sun is going to be in every design that we do. But the sun will actually have one of the designs where I'll kind of like really showcase that, kind of just really highlight that. So.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get into, the social impacts of Vision Ave. So have y'all got any like, like fundraisers or just like doing anything like in the community for like, the community and just.
Yeah, for sure. We do have, I'm planning on doing some fundraising events coming up in the next couple months. We don't have anything going on right now, but of course people can donate whenever they feel led to donate. They can just hit me up on IG or hit me up on my email. I'll link my email in my bio and Vision Ave's bio as well, so you guys can reach out to us, reach out to me, stuff like that. So, but we don't have any current fundraisers and stuff going on right now. Right now, we're just kind of accepting donations. We're still trying to set up fundraising and stuff like that. So yeah, but hopefully soon we'll do some fundraising.
So yeah. And so, how has the customer, service been with Vision Ave? Like, how it's like. Talk a little about that.
Customer service is number one thing for me, especially when it comes to our website and stuff like that. I want to make sure that people feel seen, and that people, like, when they're coming on a thing, they're not just like, oh, let me just come buy this thing. And like, but if you don't, like, literally, I'll send out personalized emails to people who, like, didn't cop the clothes yet.
Okay.
Or like, they'll come on the website and they kind of just look, they'll browse and like they'll add something to their cart and like leave the website and it's like, oh, I'm back. Like,
so how did you do that? Like, how did you go into that? Like, how did you make up that system? Is it like a system?
Yeah, so there's a system. I run Vision Ave through Shopify.
Bro.
Like most businesses, shout out to Shopify. I run Vision Ave through Shopify, so they have a system where you can kind of like send personalized emails and stuff like that. So I use that system to email my customers and make sure that they have like top quality, that they feel like if they're seeing it, they have any complaints or anything like that, they can email the email that's that they're getting emails from. They can respond to that email, like how they have like don't respond to this email at the bottom of some of the emails. Like you can respond to our emails and I'll see it. I'll respond to you. So I want to make sure like they feel like that one-on-one personalized vibe coming from Vision Ave. So that's very important to me. So make sure that we have that.
And was there any thought process in like having an impact in like when they buy, like they purchase an item, or just like is there like a little gift? Because I think I seen on your story, someone that had like a little gift card or like not gift card, like a note, a note in the box, and saying like gratification. And all that.
So what I wanted to make sure that I did, kind of just going back to talking about being personalized, I wanted to make sure each person felt seen by me, because it's like, because Vision Ave is mine, it's my company. I want people to feel like not just they're purchasing something from the company, but you've also invested into me. And I want people to realize that impact and that gratitude that I have for them. So I make sure like on each of the cards that kind of just display like what, like this is the winter spring collection on the card, that's what it says. On the back it's a message from Vision Ave, kind of just a Vision Ave message like, dear visionary, thank you for your purchase, stuff like that. But on the front of the card, I actually have like wrote on each card, like
you designed that, like you personally.
Yeah. So I personally like wrote on each card like thank you, like I appreciate you, and like if I know the person personally, I'm like, oh hey, I know we've been through a lot together. I appreciate you still investing in me and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure that each person felt like personalized when they bought something from Vision Ave. So of course you got that message from Vision Ave, but you also get that message personally from me. I think that was very important.
Yeah. So was there any like have you got any feedback on like how to like get better with like the system? Has the customer said anything to you to like help, like, all right, you could do this?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of feedback from from like friends and family who have, you know, like gone on the website and stuff like that. Like I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. People just saying like, you know, I love the website, I love the way it looks. You know, we have music on our website, so people are like,
oh, there's music.
Yeah, there's music. And when you go on the website, it plays like a song. I'll like put a song on the thing, like one of my favorite songs at the time. I'll kind of just go in there. So like in Vision Ave, like of course it's the company itself, but there's also like sprinkles of Eli in there. There's sprinkles of Elijah in there. Like you see like, oh, this must be Elijah's favorite song right now because it's on the website or something like that. And like of course like the banner at the top kind of just a message for me. But like I've had people kind of just reach out and be like, oh, maybe next time you could do like next time you could do like. You get like for like the promo codes and stuff like that. You're like, oh, you could do like a real cool word like Vision Ave or like something like that. Like those kinds, like give me like little notes and stuff that they would like to see. And I'm like, I take it into account. And I definitely sometimes I'll actually incorporate it in some of the stuff, and I'll like credit people if they and like if they gave that idea. I'm like, shout out to so and so for giving us idea. So I'm open to I'm open to criticism. I'm open to ideas, but also remembering that this is kind of my thing to a certain extent. So it's like I have the creative control to be able to be like, okay, I like that, but we're not gonna do it this time, or I like that, so we are gonna do it. But people are welcome to give their feedback. But yeah.
So was there any like promotion deal or deals? Was there any deals with Visionary Ave? Like so let's say like it's winter, right?
Yeah.
Did you like decrease or like increase in sales? So like or like things of that nature. Like let's say, all right, cool. You have 2.0 going on. Like volume 2.
Yeah, volume 2 going on.
All right, so like, will you decrease the price in one and then increase in the other, or like how's it gonna work?
So what we're gonna do with this next collection, with this next volume, I'm glad you brought it up. So with the next collection, the first volume of Vision Ave with the black, the pink, the blue, and the green, those are all gonna stay the same price of $70. $70, and then there's also a code. If you use code Vision10 on Vision Ave's website, you get $10 off for that price. For the next drop, because these new designs are a little bit more advanced, they have a little bit more on them. They have a little bit more it's a lot more going on the designs. I'm upping the price for the second drop. So for the second volume, the second jersey is going to be $80, but we still have that. I'm going to do a discount code on those as well, so you'll get a discount off of that. But for the second one, it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be I think like $10 more.
So with the jerseys, is it like knit style texture? Like what is the texture?
Yeah, so this is like so the jerseys are polyester, but they have like there's a heavy cotton material in like the shoulders because the jerseys were actually made by a hockey company. So there's a company that makes jerseys for like actual NHL hockey teams. So these are actual like hockey jerseys that people can wear like on the ice. So like I wanted to make sure like that people really got that hockey jersey feel to it because this is literally a hockey jersey. Like if you're on a hockey team, you can put this over your equipment and you'll.
I'm gonna go right now and play hockey with it.
Like literally, like let's go to the ice right now. Like this is ready to go for hockey. So on the sides there's like this. If you ever felt like a thermal, like
can I feel it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yo, that's soft, man.
Like on the shoulders they have like this knitted material to kind of give like the comfort in the sides because there's normally shoulder pads on the sides of hockey jerseys, so it kind of gives that padded material on the shoulders. But throughout the rest of the jersey, it's like this heavy. It's a very high GSM. I forgot the specific number, but it's a GSM. GSM is just how heavy your clothes are. So this is the top quality GSM for the jerseys, but the material is polyester. If you want to know what the material is.
Got you. Yeah. So saying that you got it from an NHL brand or NHL.
Yeah.
So how was that networking? With how was the networking aspect with Vision Ave and other companies? In that realm. How was that like?
Yeah. So for Vision Ave, we haven't really reached out to any other. We haven't had any communication with any other companies because with the way that we run things and the way we run things with our manufacturers is very confidential. It's very one-on-one. Mm-hmm. So we haven't really reached out and branched out to any other companies that might work with them before. But I did realize that the company that I work with, they work with a lot of other hockey teams and stuff like that, like big hockey teams and stuff like that. But we haven't had any personal connections with them yet. If I do that, it'll be like on more personalized, less through the manufacturer, more through Vision Ave itself.
So would you want to get into more networking opportunities, in the future, or just right now, or have you been working on it, or
Oh yeah, we've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It's gonna be set. It's gonna come out pretty soon. It's been a lot of behind the scenes work going on. I tell people all the time, I'm never doing nothing. So I'm always doing something. Always like trying to figure out what I can do next. What's coming next with Vision Ave. So there are a lot of new things coming out. in the next couple of months. Vision Ave is going to be big in 2024. 2024 is the year of the visionary. So, yeah, so I'm super excited. So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that's going to come out pretty soon.
And so do you have any, inspiration for the audience out there right now, people that want to, get into the, vision that who, like people that want it more, like, but they're just stuck or just like, they're in that period of like, I don't know what I want to do or,
One thing that I like to shout out my mom and my parents a lot, man, because they have really like instilled so much knowledge inside of me. One thing that my mom has told me a lot is to do it afraid. Do it scared. Like if you're scared, like if you're scared of failure, if you're scared of whatever, do it afraid because that adrenaline from that fear is going to make you perform. When I was running track, I ran track for 3 months. Ran track for 3 months in high school. But I remember one of the days one of the coaches was like, "Are y'all scared?" Like before I beat, he was like, "Are y'all scared?" And then like everybody was like, "Oh no, I'm not scared. I'm not scared." And there's that one boy that was like, "Oh yeah, I'm scared." And then my coach was like, "That's what you need. You need to be scared because that fear is going to push you to really perform because you're so afraid of failure that you're too scared to fail. So you can't fail. If you're scared of failure, you're not going to fail. So it's like that fear will really push you to do something great. And so when I'm doing anything in Vision Ave, sometimes I'm afraid to do something. I'm afraid to put out a certain design. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to do that because what if nobody likes it? I have to do it afraid. Like so, I say that to anybody that's trying to start any type of entrepreneurial or any journey. Do it scared. Do it afraid because that fear is going to push you to do something great.
Dang, that's deep.
Yeah,
that's deep. I like me personally. Like I think I like I struggled in the beginning with it. Having to like start up a new venture, or just like doing things that's outside of my comfort zone. Like because I never like thought of doing a podcast or just any show related thing. So it was like something like it was something almost like it's because it's like a positive. Like it's like a how do you say like I don't know. It's just something special. Like just having something that you've never done before and just like doing it. Just do it.
Just go for it. Just do it like Nike, man. Just do
and
it
like
like
you said, shout out to my parents, man. Shout out to my mom and dad. They helped me out in this process. Having this platform, just to educate others. Just to have that, compassion for others because they showed that compassion to me. So it's like you got to put out what you gain. It's like each one teach one.
Yeah, they instill that love and that drive inside of you. Like literally, I was talking to my mom about starting a clothing brand when I first wanted to do this in like middle school type vibe. Because I was talking about this
middle school.
I was talking about this in middle school before. Like I was talking about this for a while. And so it's like I was talking to one of my friends. He just reminded me like of a conversation that we were having in middle school, and we wanted to start a clothing brand. So this has been around for a while. So it's like kind of just talking to my mom about it. Let me tell you something. If my mom agrees with me on something, like if I want to do something and my mom said, "Oh yeah, do it," oh, there's nothing stopping me. Like nothing's gonna stop me at that point. I told my mom I want to start a clothing brand, and she was like, "Do it." And I was like, "Oh bet, oh yeah, it's coming now." So it's like now that it's here, it's like kind of just like that. My parents being behind me this whole time has just pushed me even harder because it's like.
But it's something. Look, that's kind of like a little pressure though, because like all right, now I gotta do it. Like I can't go back down, man.
I gotta do it. And I gotta do it to the best of my ability because like my parents are on this now. Like my parents have invested so much into Vision Ave, so it's like Vision Ave cannot fail. Like literally, Vision Ave cannot fail because it's built on love. It's built on a good foundation. So it's like. Bro, if anything built on a good foundation, it's not going to fall. So it's like this joint right here, Vision Ave is built on a great foundation. So it's not going to fall no matter what happens, no matter what we may overcome, no matter what we may face. Vision Ave is never going to fail because it's built on love, built on a strong foundation.
And so how, like, foundation, so how, like, and who you're around, determines basically, like, how you act and, like, so how has Vision Ave, and you personally, how has that, like, how have you, went about life, creating friends, creating bonds, just having people alongside you that push you,
Yeah. I love that question because I was literally just thinking about this the other day about how I've been able to remain myself my entire life because I like to call myself a creative. Like that's what I like. That's I label myself as a visionary and a creative. And I've been able to remain a creative because I've surrounded myself in creative spaces. I'm a true believer that you are what you surround yourself with.
Yes.
And kind of just talking about how we talking about middle school. I went to Performing Arts Middle School. I went to Performing Arts Middle School by the name of Thomas G. Pullen Arts Academy in PG County. And I went to Suitland High School in their CVPA program, their Creative and Visual Arts Performance program. So I was always in the arts. So I was always surrounded by creatives. So I never lost my creative spark because I was surrounded by innovation everywhere. people singing. Like I got a friend named Lamaya. She sings her lungs out. There's something wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
I got a friend named Christian. They sing like they're amazing. They're amazing singers. I got people who are always just creating like magic. Like they're creating like crazy things. So I've always been surrounded with creativity. So I've never lost my creative spark. And so I feel like sometimes when people lose that creative spark, when they lose that thing, and they're like, I can't find it. It's like, bro, look at who you're surrounding yourself with.
Yes.
Because if you lose yourself, you've lost yourself in that environment. So you gotta go back to where you're supposed to be. And I know that in those creative spaces where I'm supposed to be, because I've remained myself the entire time. I've never second guessed and be like, I don't feel like myself right now. Because I've been in that place where I'm supposed to be. When you're a place where you're not supposed to be, you're not gonna feel like yourself because you're not where you're supposed to be. So yeah, I feel like just being able to, like, kind of like you said, when you're in certain places, it kind of changes who you are. Like when people go to certain places, they start talking different, they start acting different because that's their environment. When I'm in my environment, everybody talk like themselves. So it's like I talk like myself. I always talk like this. So it's like when you surround yourself in places where you're supposed to be, you're never gonna lose yourself because that's where you're supposed to be at.
That's what I'm saying. So I have like a kind of like a, I have something with that. Like I feel like how I go about life is like, man, if you ain't trying to educate yourself, you ain't trying to learn no financial, like, you know,
financial literacy, yeah.
Financial literacy. Yeah. If you ain't trying to learn, man, I don't even want you around me, dog. Like, don't even come near me, dude. What we on is something greater, dog. Like, we gotta really get it, cause like, I mean, like, it's not like someone like we didn't have it, but like I want it more. It's the hunger.
It's the hunger, yeah.
So like, the hunger, it's like I don't know, it's like a spark. Like you just, it's like boom.
Yeah.
So have you feel that like, you know, Vision Ave has had that hunger always, or just like it's just now getting started, or just
like I was kind of talking about before, like about me being the brand, you know. So whatever I'm feeling,
you are the brand,
or whatever Vision Ave, you know. So or whatever I'm the brand. So whenever I'm feeling like down or whatever, whenever I'm lacking, Vision Ave is gonna lack. So it's like I gotta be on it. So it's like that hunger that she was talking about. When I'm hungry, like naturally as people, when we're hungry, we start to get a little dog in us. We start to get you ain't you when you ain't had your Snickers, bro. What they say? So it's like, hey, so like, bro, when you hungry, you got that dog, and you like you little amplified at that point. Cause you're like, I need to get to some food. I need to get to that end goal. Cause that end goal is that food when you're hungry. Well, Vision Ave, we hungry. We want success. So we hungry for that success. So we're gonna push forward. We're gonna keep pushing until we get that success. I'm gonna keep pushing until Vision Ave reach where I need it to be. And I don't know what the end goal of Vision Ave is gonna be, but I'm gonna keep pushing to find it. Cause that's the end goal is that success. So I'm gonna keep pushing.
And I feel like we on the same wave path. But it's like we're totally different in our same spaces. But like it's kind of like because visionaries come together, you know. Visionary bro.
Hey,
yes.
Perfect title. Because this is literally a visionary collaboration. Because it's like, bro, I'm a firm believer in this as well. Like all visionaries have visions, but all their visions are different. So it's like we all have that dog in us. We all got that hunger, but we all trying to get to a different destination. And it's like, bro, we're all gonna get to our destination, but we're gonna go different routes, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the craziest. Like I love talking to creators and love talking to visionaries because they get it. Like they get like that hunger and like that thing. It's like, bro, it's like we can't even explain it. We just both sitting there like I don't even know what to say. It's like because it excites you because you know where you're trying to get to, and it's like that seeing your future come into like seeing like the positivity of your future come into life. It's just like so rewarding. It's so exciting. So it's like. Yeah, I just love it. I love it, bro.
Bro, like that's what like I was saying before in like the beginning. Like, dude, this dude came up to me like we're like, you know, we're still freshmen, but it's his first semester, and this guy's already like, hey, you know, I got this coming out. Like I seen the hunger, and I was like, oh, all right. Because like it's like a spiritual thing. You can like kind of feel the energy. Because like I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. All right, how do I get with them? Like, how do I like, you know? Yeah. And we was just talking to another visionary that came in before, like, you know. She was like, bro, she was there at the perfect time. Y'all didn't even see this. Crazy. So my other podcast, you know, guest, she came in while he came in at the same time. And I, you know, I introduced them to the room and, you know, got them situated. But it's crazy how like everything works out for you when you really want it, and that hunger comes. Like it's like a, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's like we can't, like I said, we can't even put into words, bro. It's like the crazy part is visionaries are always going to come together at some point. Like when visionaries come together, like I don't know, visionaries got to make an event or something where we all just come together. Bro. Like we got to do something because it's like when we come together, it's
it's electric, bro. It's dangerous for real.
Dangerous.
It's a hazard, bro. I gotta watch out because when we come together, bro, like if we stop trying to like compete with each other and we just came together, what we would create would be so like
play a role, man. Hey,
like,
look,
man,
play a role,
because like, bro, we all have our specific roles and our specific like positions that we hold. So it's like if we just hold those and like stick to that and go crazy and go ham on that, when we all come together, it's gonna be something crazy. Like how we was talking about, like literally, I'm walking in, she's like standing there, like we kind of walked in together, and he was like, "Hey, what's up to me?" And then you saw her, he was like, "Hey, what's up?" It's like, bro, we're all like, it's crazy how we all just coincidentally come together because it's like it's a spiritual thing, bro. It's something spiritual to it. It's a next level type thing.
Bro, people don't understand like the factor in playing your role, man. When you play your role, dog. When you play your role, you really understand where you are in life and like where you need to be. Like, cause like, all right, cool. Like, you know, my man Eli got his own thing. My brother Eli got his own thing. But like, I got my own thing too. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, podcast. You know, try to get him on here. You know, like so it's like almost
together,
like mutual game. But I'm still trying to push him up and still trying to put a platform for him. You know, to introduce himself and just put him like it's like. Giving back, man. Like just
back,
dude.
Because it's like, bro, literally, it's so crazy how within our own visions we can learn how to create one vision.
Yes.
Like it's crazy because like you have like your podcast, I have my clothing brand. Oh, that's perfect. Let's come together and do an episode where I'm on your podcast talking about my clothing brand. See how things just work together.
But people don't want to do that though.
People don't want to do that. Everybody wants to be in their own lane. Everybody like, oh, I'm self-made. I got my own thing going on. I don't need nobody else. It's like, bro, you need people. Like you need people, especially as a visionary. It can be very lonely out here for visionaries because it's like, bro, people don't understand it. Like I was talking about before, not being able to put stuff into words. Like people just don't. Some people just don't get it. And it's like you need visionaries because even if you can't put it into words, visionaries, bro. All right, I understand, bro. I got you. Like I got you. I get what you're saying. So it's like if we all just, bro, came together and just like worked together instead of it being a competition. Like any other guy or any other clothing brand owner, any other woman, whoever. If you're trying to make a clothing brand, bro, I commend you because it's like, bro, I see you're a visionary in your own right. Your brand might not be vision this or vision that, but it's like you're a visionary yourself because you have to be able to design that stuff. You have to be able to do this and do that. There are clothing brands on top of universities